Hello all, Mari here, checking out Aloft. This game is in early access. It came out last week. Aloft is basically a crafting survival craft game. And right now I am starting from the beginning. I have a lot of stuff in my inventory pack though, because I have a earlier save file. But right now we're starting at kind of the epicenter of the world, I would say. And then we just branch out from there. We spread out, we find new things. We can pick up some wood and stone. We just are immediately thrown into the action here. And oh, what is this? So I already have some stuff in my pack that I can show off how to utilize. We have a sickle. I think can we take that down? No. Other types of plants, though, we can use the sickle on. We have a bandage for if we get into some combat and we need to heal up. The combat is pretty easy, by the way. I quite enjoy it. Now, there's also a sword. I have an upgraded sword. And this thing, it's a spear called a dork hip, I believe it's called. A dork hip. And it is also used as a hoe to till the ground if you want to do a little bit of farming. And next we have... there we go. A bug net to capture some buggies, and we can bring them to certain areas and sort of customize areas. There's a lot of decorative potential in this game, by the way. There's also a hammer. This is used for building. I'm going to check out the catalog real quick. Check out all of these different building materials to be able to make a cute structure. Cute structure, yes. And you just need the right ingredients, and it's pretty, I would say, what is the word I want to use? Generous when it comes to the amount of ingredients that you need in order to make things. It's a reasonable amount. These are various things that you can build. This one is really important, the home kite. This allows you to instantly teleport to certain islands. So if you find an island that you like and it happens to be the right size, and then, you can go to it anytime. And yeah, so these are just, it's just a sort of sampling of some of the craftables that are possible in this adventure. And there's still a lot of room for more, but there's also already just a lot of content. I would say that so far, about 20 of the hours that I've spent in this game have been very rich, like richly detailed and richly featured and all that. Rich with features, that's what I mean. So, flying in this game is one of the best flying systems that I have come across, I would say. See? It was one of the best. You'll see soon enough why I'm saying that. Here we go. So, the reason why I'm saying that flying is so great is that there's pretty much no stamina. There's no danger of falling down into the abyss to your death or anything. You can just endlessly fly unless it's raining. There's a weather system to think about, but just look at this. Okay, I guess if you go and you bang into something, then you will drop, but you can just easily get your bearings and go back to flying. And it is such a nice thing. It is such a just satisfying experience to fly in this game, in my view. So I want to drop right here, actually. I think this leads back into the cave in which we started. And there's just a lot that's beautiful about this title. There's various caves here. We get some more stone. What is this? I don't even know what that green stuff is. And gather. Just picked up face sculptures. And there are a lot of different types of ingredients. Like, for example, right here, I already have quite a few seeds that I've collected over time. And I already have some friends in here. I'm going to figure out what to do with them. They have such cute designs. And let me give you an example. Like, okay, I'm going to equip this one. I'm going to equip this friend so you can take a look-see. Look! Oh my goodness, and you can show them. Hi! This game is definitely oriented around some co-op. And it's one of the most chill, cozy co-op experiences. Because like I was saying earlier, the combat is really no sweat at all. And it's all about exploration, decorating, building really, really cool structures, which I'll get to that. But I don't know, I kind of want to show off the very beginnings of this game, because this is sort of a beginning area here. Now, Risen from our ancestral home, the soil remains rich and healthy. Apparently, I've never learned this one. I gained a knowledge point. Now I can go ahead and collect something. These are all the things that I've learned so far. Stuff that I have been able to craft and utilize. Now, do I want a pigment pool, a machine capable of extracting color from flora and mineral resources to transform them into pigments? Or do I want rustic farming plots, a bed of dirt used for growing crops? I'm gonna go with this so I can show some of the farming aspects. The pigment stuff sounds interesting though, because I would imagine that deepens even more the customization options. And gosh, this game is gorgeous. It really is. It's running pretty well, I would say. On my gaming laptop, it's running well enough. But there are some times where I've had to restart my computer because of issues. Let's see here. There we go. Whoops, wrong thing. Charcoal, 2 pieces of charcoal. And charcoal is pretty helpful to have. I'm just ducking in here. Oh, there's an example of a building, and we can make these just as well. We can also fix this building up if we want to, especially if we want this place to be a base of sorts. And there's already stuff in this abandoned chest. There are lots of abandoned chests all over the world. Just press L1 to grab all of the stuff that's inside of them. Oh, also the lay down function is still hilarious. Just sit. And if you see it in third person, it's pretty hilarious. I haven't figured out yet how to get into third person from the controller, but it's F4 with the keyboard. I don't know why I find it hilarious. It's actually really cute. It used to look more weird and clumsy than that. I think I have, I don't know, I have some footage that I should make into a short that kind of shows the old animation for laying down. It was pretty funny. But, oh, I can gather some stuff here. What is this? X to gather. Some stone. Oh, this mound here I can collect something. Even more stone, I guess. And here's an example of the stuff we use our sickle on. Some wheat. Gather even more. And I'm gonna fly even further. Wait, was there something over there? I thought I saw a red thing. But it doesn't matter. We're going to flee. Just head over to over there. Over there, you know? It's over there. Gonna head over there. Whee. Ooh, there's a... See that island over yonder? That one has monsters on it. We're gonna be able to check out the combat soon. Oh. Okay. First I want to see what this island has. It has some mushrooms. Mushrooms are good. That's a nice little pond. There's another block. I can learn things. Just like memories, some things are better once shared. I gained another knowledge point. Wow. This game definitely, like if you go to other people's worlds, right, you're going to be able to earn knowledge points much more quickly. Sewing pigment pool. That. I want to learn that other thingy. I think I'd have to go up and gradually learn stuff. There we go. So, I don't know if there's anything else here that's too relevant. Okay. Where was that? And I'm off and flying. Off and flying? I am off and flying. Off and flying. So we're heading over here. I'm going to liberate this area. Wow! If I can get on there. Okay, the flying can be kind of chaotic. I've never been good at slowing down, so okay. We're gonna quickly as possible get our sword out. There we go. So I'm looking for certain points. Like this one, for example. We're gonna whack at it. That's number 1. There's enemies. I'm gonna... Yeah, they're pretty easy to take down. And then I can guard with L2 if I want to. But honestly, they're so easy that it's not too big of a deal. You can't actually collect much in way of resources on this island until you have finished purifying it, essentially. So I'm going to jump up. I'm gonna jump up. Okay, this one is like the centerpiece that we're eventually going to take down. But first, we need to go to the ones that have a little yellow light in them. I hear angry monsters. There we go. Alright. One corruption core remaining. So it's as simple as flying up, taking a look around, trying to see where is our... Oh, there it is. Whee, I could just drop. Ta-da! It's an evil monster. There. Now, if you're a little slow on getting upgrades for your weapon, whoa, unsplash unlocked. Learn more in the encyclopedia. If you're a little slow at that, the combat might be a little bit more challenging than otherwise, but it's not, I don't know, it's not too difficult to get the first weapon upgrade. So, this place is fabulous, and it's beautiful and everything. It is so ready for me to go and collect whatever it is that I can. Whoa, drop. I'm gonna go over here. Troubled waters were cleared, making room for the sun as stern clouds parted. Storm clouds. It said stern clouds. So, I'm gonna get the leaf junk sale. Wait, can I? No, I have to learn this one first. I have to go in order with these. Yeah, so certain types of interesting skillables, yes, let's call them skillables. Have different categories of things we can learn. So I can actually go look at the tree right now. That's the sailing tree. And this is the research tree, which I really need to work on. Have hardly done anything research-wise. And then knowledge tree is quite ahead of the curve. But there's still a lot left to learn, and it's all a mystery what all they might do. So this is a seaweed basket. I can go ahead and collect the stone from it. And there's another seaweed basket. This one has more stuff in it. This has bland soup, dirty water, which we can actually cleanse with some charcoal in the crafting menu, which I'll get to that eventually. But let's gather some corn. Corn seeds, all good to get. This stuff right here, early on in the game, you will want to collect some windstones, I think. You don't have to go too crazy collecting them, but they're worth collecting from time to time. Look at this. Oh my goodness, there's a cute little ladybug. I just collected a ladybug. I'm gonna make a ladybug island. I don't know, I might. But there is a cave in here. What is going on back here? There's an abandoned chest. Oh, it has 3 pieces of sharp stone. That is different. And there's another abandoned chest. This one just has more dirty water and more wood. And look at these. Now, we can break this down. I don't think it has much in it that's interesting. And also, it looks like I still have my lizard equipped. So let me get this hammer back. You know, actually, what I want to really put on is the sketchbook. Let me put on the sketchbook. One of the problems with this game, though, is I feel like the amount of stuff, like equipable items that we need versus how much we have space for them in the bar is not, it's not very good. Like, I would love to also equip this and then equip this and all that stuff. Or maybe just have multi-tools. More multi-tools would be a fantastic thing, I would think. But this looks like a nice workshop that we could, I don't know, we could salvage this. Okay, you see this right here. This is paper. It is so precious. Paper, you always need paper in this game. I always need paper in this game. So we could fix this up, I guess. Let me go ahead and see. Oh yeah, I wanted to first take a gander around and see what I could sketch. Enter sketch mode with... am I entering sketch mode? Okay, yes, I'm entering sketch mode. So the parts that are gray are parts that I've already learned the recipes for them. But there's a lot that I have not learned that happens to be in here. Like, for example, this leaf rug. I just learned how to make a leaf rug because I have a sketch pad and I drew it. So now I can build leaf rugs any old time that I want. But you need a piece of paper in order to do that. And so the big collection stuff in this game, honestly, most of it consists of trying to search for paper. Trying to search for paper and more paper. So It's a little bit unexpected in that sense, because I feel like there are a lot of other items that could probably be of more consequence, but they're not really. This is another special item, though. So right here is a corruption anomaly. I think that is what I saw on the other island, and I didn't pick it up. I saw a strange red thing out of the corner of my eye, but I kept moving. Now, this place is nice. I'm kind of thinking on making it into something, but I don't know. There are other islands in the sea. It's just, it would be kind of cool to fix this place up. See, this whole part here could be fixed up, but I also like the idea of just making things from scratch too. I could even practice the whole building controls, maybe making another little structure next to this one. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I want to really make this a base of sorts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go in here yet again. I'm going to switch out my sketchbook for a hammer, and let's put the hammer right there. And now, Y for catalog. I'm going to take a look at what I want to make. Here we go. These are the home items. This is called a home kite. Now I'm going to need something in order to make it. So I'm going to make a workbench first. Now, we can rotate it with left button, right button. I kind of like having a workbench outside. I can always put another one inside if I must. Is it up in the air a little? Nope. Okay. So from here I can do a lot of things. Here's the ingredients list. You see the yellow circles? The yellow circles indicate that we can make something. We can make something really cool. But the other sections here, recipes, gear, recipes, resources, recipes, consumable. If we need a particular item, like let's say I need this, right? Inventory folder, I will just be able to make it right from there. Also, I need to make a storage box. Can I make a storage box from here, I wonder? No, I think I need to get back into the menu catalog with the hammer and look for where a storage box might be, because I could definitely use one. Here we go. So, a wooden chest. Wooden chest, we need some things for that. Is there already, honestly, the wooden chests that are already in here, we can use these. We can use these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and L3 to transfer, huh? L3 to transfer? I think I might go ahead and transfer a lot of stuff here. I'll just transfer those ones for now. And what did I need again for this? There we go. So leaf cloth, leaves, and a leaf cloth. And I needed another thing too, I think, but I can't remember what it is. Phew. Okay, so I'm going to place this. Actually, I want to be really careful where I place this, because wherever you place this, it's kind of set for life. There we go. It's nighttime too. Go here and make my personal home. I'm going to name this one quite simply. Let me see. First, I need to. Franny. There we go. Franny, island and transition. Wait, so there are some options here. Teleport to home, put away your home island, and unclaim home island. So I've never tried unclaim, but I put away my island before, and it's so interesting because what happens is that you essentially take this whole island into your pack, and then you could put it somewhere else. Like, let's say you go over there and you decide, you know what, I want this island to be right next to that island, and you could just plop it right down and completely customize your world that way. And I think it's a really, really brilliant feature. I don't even think I've ever seen anything like that in my life, and so it's really neat. So I'm gonna get a piece of wood and a yellow flower, and I'm gonna get some carved wood, which I don't have any carved wood, and I don't have any wool thread. Let me actually see if I can make those. Carved wood and wool thread. Right here is carved wood. Make that. And wool thread. What is wool thread? Hay, piece of paper, paper pulp. Lost decoration sketch. Okay. Wool thread, please. Mulch. Rope. Wool thread. Wool thread. Wool thread. I don't think I have wool thread. And yeah, anyway, let's go back into doing this. Yeah, I don't have wool thread, but this is another neat thing, is that even if you don't have the item in your pack, you can still go ahead and stick it on there, and you can still learn. Learn only, but you can learn how to make a bug net. So that was that. Now, I'm going to take this windstone, this carved wood, this rope, and this windstone crystal. Okay, I already know that one. So what am I missing exactly? Blueberries, corn, and grain again. And blueberries? Oh, hey, this one makes a whole new recipe. Let's do it. I'm going to craft it right now. Bat feed. Nutritious mixture of nectar and fruit made for bats. To feed them, extend your hand with a handful. I didn't even know there were bats in this game. So that is a whole new fact for me. I'm going to go ahead and put those in there. And then this one. And then this one. And that one. There's another new recipe. Let's go ahead and learn it only. Bird feed. Nutritious mixture of grain and fruit made for birds. So, yeah. We have some new things to learn. That's always nice. Wool thread. And what is this other one? Empty shell. Along with windstone. Learn it. Storm shell trinket. When installed on a tool through an upgrade station, strikes are faster while in high winds. Interesting. And it looks pretty too. I kind of like the look of it. It looks like those are all the new recipes that I have managed to figure out. They're all in the miscellaneous section. Ready to get handled at some point. Oh, it's already daytime. Again, the visuals in this game are absolutely just, they're so nice. I really like them. This is just a real looker of a game. And it's just a matter of figuring out what I want to do, how I want to make things. So, let's see here. Alright, I am fixing these using the wood that I have. Leaf stockpile right there. Fixing that. I need to get more wood. I need to get a lot more wood. Is it already even now? No, it's still kind of crooked. It's still crookedy. How much wood do I have anyway that I can try to do this? I can also duck and go under here. I'm all out of wood, it looks like. Ah! And I'm a little stuck. So I can go ahead and chop down some trees to get some more wood. Let's go ahead and do that. Chopping trees. Taking this and that. We also have some charcoal there, but I'm gonna focus on the trees right now. Get a piece of wood. And this. So I have some more wood, and I'm going to go ahead and put the hammer back on and focus all the more on just fixing this. Thankfully it's safe. Now, let's see. What else of the floor? It still feels crooked. It feels funny. I'll do that. And this. And do. There. We can quick drop things in here. Oh, what is this? We need to just use an axe on it. I guess it can't be salvaged. We have an axe right there. I think this one also cannot be salvaged. And this one can't be salvaged. Some of these are cute though, even if we can't salvage them. Like I would keep this one, but alas. I'm glad these are okay. We can quick drop leaf cloth into them. And in the meantime, we can make some other things. We can go into the catalog and see what we'd like to make. A glider stand. Leaf bed. Research lab. Coding station. I think I want to put storage stuff in here, yeah. Could make a wood stockpile. Could put it right here. Push the wrong button. Right here. And stone stockpile. And put it right, whoa, right here. I know it's not too pretty, but better. And put, and we already have that. Rope stockpile. Yeah. Well, this one's cute. This one we can actually put it, I think, right here. Whee. And let me see what else makes sense. Hay stockpile. Leaf cloth we already have. Wool stockpile. Going to change it up a little. This one is kind of leaning into there. So what I can do then is I can go into dismantle mode and I can Buddha. Now, can I actually... Oh, what is this on the floor? Oh, it just went away. Can I move things? That's kind of something that I have yet to 100% figure out, is how to move things, or if I can move things. There we go. It's a little crooked, but I'm gonna quick drop. Quick drop. Quick drop. So I don't have a lot of things, but I was able to quick drop quite a few of them. And some rope here, quick drop. Yeah. Some stuff put away. And it's already getting to be midday. There's already some wood stockpiles out here. There's a leaf stockpile too. And I already marked this place as my home, so I'll be able to go ahead and check out some other places just as well. There are also pets in this game, which I will probably cover in another video. The pets are adorable and wonderful, and definitely worth collecting. But there's a lot of crafting and customization possibilities, and I also like the idea of just like bringing these islands back to life in a sense, and having a lot of freedom in customizing them. So let's check out some of these other neighboring islands. Even if they look like just like they don't have much on them, when you get in closer, you'll probably see just how much is going on. So like, whoa, what? I overshot that. Let's go up here. Okay. All right. And drop. Yeah. This one just has some charcoal. Some more charcoal. Has a nice, pretty big tree. But yeah, this is just full of charcoal. Now, I may in the future need charcoal for more, so I'm not against picking them up. I noticed that a lot of aspects of this game have been kind of codified in a sense compared to other survival games that I've tried before. For example, tools don't really go bad at all. It's just a matter of getting newer and better tools. What is that? There's... Oh my goodness. I'm going to hold you. You're a cute birdie. Oh my goodness, it's a chickadee. I'm gonna show you this chickadee. So I can release L2 plus R2. There we go. We released this chicken. I mean this chickadee. I couldn't really tell what they were when I looked over there. So yeah, the animals are all very peaceful. It's just those monsters, and they really don't pose much of a threat. They're a little more difficult than what I showed, at least at the very beginning, but then even that just doesn't last long. It doesn't last long before it gets very easy. So, it's a bunch of trees over here. I almost feel like there are too many trees per island, especially considering that there are interesting things to find on these islands, but I think we've already been on this one. but oftentimes you can't see exactly what's here aside from trees. And that's the home island right there. And that can help you early on in getting your bearings before you're able to craft things that help you fly around even more easily, even more capably. There is a kind of sort of, I guess, empty sense in this island because, I mean, in this game, because of the just lack of NPCs, lack of townies. The quests, there are quests, but they don't last too long either. And it's interesting to me because it's like this game has everything going for it visually, and just it has all the makes of a great game, but it still needs a lot of added just liveliness, I guess. Maybe more challenging combat or something like that. NPCs, more of a quest line of some sort. And more reasons to do things, I guess. A more rewarding scenario when it comes to the crafting and creating elements, because there's a lot that's beautiful about the bones of this game. So anyway, ooh, I'm gonna grab this. Mainly collecting recipes, collecting the learnable knowledge points and everything, finding the places in the world that have them. Those are the main points of interest that I find so far, at least until I dig deeper into the design elements. And even there, I kind of wish there were, I guess, NPCs or something similar to Terraria, where you could build places for people to live in, and things like that would just really liven things up. Another game that is an example of the game that does that very well is something like Dragon Quest Builders, which has the full scenario and has the sort of sense of, oh, I was climbing a tree, sense of just like improving the world around you, and I guess making people happy. In that game, there's a whole thing of like creating towns just for NPCs to come and live in, and doing things for them and everything. And it's like, here you're sort of the last survivor in ruins, and you're just hanging out and having a chill, cozy time, I guess is kind of how it feels like ultimately, just because there aren't too many threats on these islands. There's rather just curiosities, right? Because like, what was I looking at earlier? I was using my sketchbook to, I can equip that again. There's also the field guide, a tool to take notes and evaluate the ecosystem's health of an island. This is something that becomes relevant at certain points as you find new types of islands, but like, I guess I have all these. Oh, I don't have this one. So like, I just added a stone triangular wall as a new discovery, but I already learned all the other, or most of the other wall related stuff. So I could conceivably recreate a structure like this or make something like it. The multiplayer does work out very well, so I think that is a huge aspect that increases the playability of this title, and the fact that it's so non-threatening, I guess, the gameplay and all of that, makes this a game that I think a lot of people could play. Anybody could play it and feel like they, you know, are able to enjoy something from it. But anyway, this is my first video on the early access version of Aloft. Actually, I did make another video that was a long time ago, but thank you so much for being here, and thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. If you want to see more, let me know. There's plenty more to show, like for example the pets, and maybe I'll try harder to build actual things and go to some other places as well. But bye for now. Bye.